Hello, Princess on a Pillow here. I am here to do a review slash recap with my opinion on Ready to Love, Season 11, Episode 10. It's titled Detroit Getaway Part 2. Let's get started. We pick up where we left off. Tommy came in and took the man away to have a talk. Tommy asked the men who got their fire started. Cardi said Ashley and Dominique. I can't believe he said Ashley after she called him shallow. Anyway, Bello said Dominique. He has to say Dominique because I'm pretty sure they slept together. But he also said Ashante. Darius said Ashley. I'm pretty sure they slept together as well. Vince said Donna, and Steven said Donna. Tommy asked, who are they not feeling? Bello said, no romantic connection with Shannon. She's more like a sister. Darius said, Shannon is direct and will call you out, and she's more of a friend. Steven said, Shannon don't play games. She will snatch him up whenever she wants to. He said she is jeopardizing his other connection. I got the fan on. Let me turn it off. It's getting chilly in here. Vince said Lauren. Cardi said with Lauren there is no romance. Bello said Lauren has a confused energy. And I agree 100%. Bello said she will create distance, then pop up wanting to know if she's your number one. Next, Tommy gathered everybody together and he chose Steven to tell the ladies the bad news. Steven called out Lauren and Shannon. Steven basically told Shannon that the guys think of her as a sister. He told Lauren that she focused too much on ranking herself. He then told Shannon that she is not ready to love, and she cried. It was sad. She had me crying. But Steven went outside to talk to her, and that was nice of him. So now the women are in power. Next, Steven and Lauren talk, and Lauren is still talking about ranking. I think she just needs to know who thinks she is at their top. But she's not at nobody's top of nobody's list. She's not at the top of nobody's list. Next, Bello is talking to Lauren, and when Dominique walked into the room, Bello focused on her instead of Lauren. Next, they gave out the pots that they printed the last episode, and Bello gave Dominique his printed pot. She gave him a little kiss on the lips. Ashante, she's just staking her claim. She's marking her territory is what Dominique is doing. Ashante said in her confessional that Bello is giving all his time and attention to Dominique. You know that? Alexa, stop. That's my alarm. What's going on? Dominique gave her painted pot, of course, to Bello. Cardi is now realizing that Bello and Dominique are in a strong relationship and ain't no way he gonna break them apart. So Cardi gave his party plan to Ashanti. Ashanti, she can't give her party plan to Bello. She look like a fool. And plus, I think she's scared of Dominique, so she gave her party plans to Cardi. Darius gave his party plan to, of course, Ashley. Lauren gave her party plan to Steven. Ashley gave her party plan, of course, to Darius. Vince gave his party plan to, of course, Donna. Donna gave her party plans, of course, to Vincent. Steven gave a party plan to just about all the women. He gave Lauren one, Shannon one. Shannon's not even there, but he gave her one. And one to Ashante, but he didn't give one to Donna. Donna didn't like that shit. She didn't like that at all. Next, Ashley and Darius talk, and it's obvious she love her some Darius. They are just flirting with each other, and then she told him she got a full body wax. He was loving that. Donna is also loving her some Vince. Um, but when they left the resort, Lauren took Vince out on a date. He told her to relay an apology to her friend. But you know what this heifer did? Pulled out her phone and called her friend and then handed him the phone. I don't like that. But he apologized to the friend over the phone. And I don't see why he apologized. The friend should apologize. He didn't have nothing to apologize for. He didn't do anything wrong. She asked him his height. He told her his height. And then she commenced to call him a liar. Are you 6'2" or 5'11"? Who told you that? The doctor told you that? Start badgering him and calling him a liar. No, they need to apologize to him. I don't think you should apologize to those heifers at all. So when he got off the phone with her friend, she decided to butter him up. She told him he has an excellent character. She said he stand up for what he believes in. She told him he's a protector. How's she know all this? And he's a good man, and she can see him fitting into her life. Lauren, bye. He think their connection got stronger. Before she left, she gave him a kiss on the cheek. But Vince ain't feeling no Lauren. Vince is all about Donna. So next, Dominique and Cardi go out on a date for the first time. I like what she was wearing. She was wearing a cute little dress that flattered her figure. You know, the dress was on point. She basically told Cardi that her strong connection is with Bello. And he said he should have, talked to her more when they were on the resort or the retreat. And she said, woulda, coulda, shoulda. And that basically was it. I guess they broke up. Bello and Ashante met up. She called him out for spending more time with Dominique than with her on the getaway. He told her that Dominique feels familiar, and that's what he's used to, and that's what he usually do in the past. But him and Ashante got to talking, and they seem to talk on at a deeper level than him and Dominique. But the relationship between him and Ashante is not romantic. They just talk about nothing. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. But what they're talking about is boring as hell. And they're not, touching each other, holding hands, hugging, kissing. Where's the romance? No romance at all. But then with Dominique, that's too much. They have too much romance. They're staring into each other's eyes. They're not really talking. They're not getting to really know each other. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he should be with either women. I don't think he should be with either one. With Dominique, it's physical. And with Ashante, it's just mostly friendship talk. They claim they have a lot in common. They ain't got nothing in common. They just talk to each other nicely. And that's it. So next, the ladies meet up with Tommy in the dungeon. He asks them who do they see a bright future with. Donna said Vincent. She said he has been her number one since the beginning. Lauren said Vincent. She lied and said he called her friend and gave her an apology. No, he didn't call your friend. You called your friend and forced him to talk to her on the phone. You put him on the spot. He didn't call your friend. He wanted you to relay a message to her. He didn't call your friend your little lie. I don't like Lauren. Ashley said she see herself with Darius. Go girl. She said he gave her a fur and she is driving his car because her car is in the shop. Now who's shallow? Ashley? Dominique said Bello. She can see herself with Bello. She said he can finish her sentences. Ashante said she can see herself with Bello. No, you can't, Ashante. Y'all ain't got no connection like that. Y'all have no romantic connection whatsoever. And Ashante made sure everybody in the room know that she and Bello went out on a date and had a good time. They had no good time. They were boring. Messy Tommy asked, is there anyone else with a Bello connection? Lauren told Tommy about how when she was talking to Bello at the retreat, how when his connection walked into the room, how he totally ignored her and was looking at the connection, concentrating on the connection. Dominique said to her, are you talking about me? Lauren said she felt like a side chick. She said, is he not allowed to talk to me? But I'll tell you what's happening. What's happening is Bello and Dominique slept together. I think they slept together on the retreat, and they may have slept together before the retreat. Because she automatically put his bags in her room. Why would you automatically put his bag in your room if you wasn't sleeping with him? Yeah, I think they slept together before the retreat, and they slept together on the retreat. That's what's going on. And now he feels guilty to talk to another female in front of her. That's what's going on. That's what I think is going on. Anyways, my opinion, my channel. Okay. Tommy asks them who is not ready to love. And I know it's going to be Steven. Since he gave out pots of plants to everybody, painted pots to everybody. He didn't zero in on one person. He just gave pots out to everybody. Not everybody, but 3 girls, 3 women. And Cardi, because Dominique and Ashley, they're locked in with, with their guys. So he can't break through Ashley's defense with Darius, and he can't break through Dominique's defense with Bello. So, it's gonna be him. So Ashley said Cardi is not ready to love because he won't open up to her. Dominique also said Cardi. Ashante said Vince. Donna said Stephen has shallow relationships because he was giving up pots and plants to everybody. But these damn women love to call these men shallow. If these men were to turn around and call them shallow, it would be a problem. It would be a problem. Just saying. What's good for the goose ain't good for the gander. Anyway, she said they talked to... Lauren said Stephen is not ready to love. She said they talk 2 or 3 hours every day. 2 or 3 hours every day. I don't talk to nobody for that long every day. Any day. Any day. She said they talk for 2 or 3 hours every day. But then in public, he don't recognize her as a connection. Or as at the top of his list. Yeah, no? She said at the retreat they barely spoke. And then Dominique said, he's with you? He has a connection with you? I've never seen him with anybody. He's always by himself. Tommy told them to take the guys out and let them know who's not ready to love. Ashante met up with Cardi. Ashante told him that she tried to divide her time equally between him and Bello. She told him that the ladies feel like he was not trying to get to know people below surface level. She told him he hid parts of himself, and the ladies have decided that he is not ready to love. Cardi took it well, but Cardi didn't like any of those women. He didn't like them like that. He did not like those women like that. He didn't. His person was not there on this show. And you can see that from the beginning, because from the beginning, he wasn't making any connection with none of these women, and then they put him in that, he had to go back and do another mixer, the second mixer. And then when he did that, he kind of came out of his shell and was flirting with Dominique. And that's what got him to stay for so long. Flirting with Dominique got him to stay long. But he wasn't feeling none of those women. No, there weren't nobody there for him. So next, Lauren met up with Stephen. She told him that their interaction is private. It's not public. And she feels embarrassed because he talks her up in private on the phone and stuff. But then in public, he just feels like anybody. She told him that nobody knows that they have a strong connection because he keep their relationship on the down low. Oh, what is that on my face? It looks like a bump, maybe? I don't know. Not taking care of my face, I'm not. Anyway, she told him that the ladies met with Tommy and they want to see more assertiveness from him, and he may not be emotionally available. He told her somebody has got to get that out of him. So he's trying to tell her, my person ain't here either. Ain't none of y'all women make me want to open up, make me want to, He said somebody going to have to get that out of him, but ain't none of these women for him. Then, to my surprise, she told him he is not ready to love. Another alarm going off. To my surprise, she told him he's not ready to love. That's 2 men that went home. And I loved it. But then when Lauren told him that he was ready to love, she started to cry. What are you crying for? If you still want to date him, you can still date him. Damn. They be acting like somebody's going away forever. Oh, please. Coming back for the reunion. You're going to see him then, too, at the reunion. That was the end of the episode. This is the end of my review. Thank you so very much for watching. Princess on the Pillow here. Bye.